Tonight's game at the Prudential Center was nothing short of cinematic as the Devils took down the Montreal Canadiens 3-2 in a shootout that is sure to be remembered for a very long while. The Devils came out strong, and though this game was the tail end of their back-to-back series this weekend, they skated with as much energy as they could and played some very smart hockey. Tonight was a special night for Miles Wood, a New Jersey player who has been out with a lower body injury for this entire season. When he stepped on the ice tonight, it was his first time playing in a game in 321 days. Here is what Miles Wood had to say about his time away.
Yeah, it was certainly hard. It was the first time in my career where hockey was kind of stripped away from me for 4 months. It's not something I enjoyed, didn't like the process at all. I hope it never happens again, but the cards were dealt to me and I just kind of dealt with it, and I've been very fortunate enough to have such a great staff here that got me back as soon as possible.
It was very exciting to see Wood back on the ice, but that was not the only highlight of this matchup. The first period was scoreless up until the last minute of play, where superstar Jack Hughes scores unassisted at 19:16 to bring the Devils into the second period up by 1. The Devils then continued their dominance in the second period as they capitalized on their first power play opportunity of the game with a second goal by Jack Hughes. This time he was assisted by Severson and Bratt to give the home team an even wider lead. 3 minutes later, though, the Canadiens put themselves on the board with a goal from Josh Anderson, assisted by Ylunen and Weidman to end the period 2-1. In this second period, though, and throughout the entire game, really, Nico Daws made some incredible saves. And though I have said it before, and I will say it again, it is always really exciting to see him getting more comfortable and confident in net as he continues to make progress with this team. At a certain point in the second period, the Devils were playing with only 3 men on the ice after they had received a number of penalties, but Daws held strong in net and showed that he really does have what it takes to back this team up, even though he is so young and so new. After 19 minutes without a goal in the third period, most people thought this game was over. But the Canadiens pull the goalie, and with that advantage, they bury one in the back of the net to bring this game into overtime. The goal that kept them alive came from Rem Pitlick, assisted by Dvorak and Caulfield, with only 42 seconds left in regulation. Overtime starts out really strong for both teams, and it was clear how badly each of them wanted to walk away with 2 more points. This period was really exciting, and thanks to a good call by the referees, was brought into the shootout. The Canadiens had thought they scored during overtime, but upon further review, the puck was seen bouncing between the pipes and never fully crossed the goal line. Therefore, it was called off. Obviously, if this call had not been made, the game would have been over right there and then, but the Devils continued fighting, and they did just that throughout the shootout. This shootout lasted a whopping 7 rounds, with successful goals for the Devils made by Bratt, Hughes, Hamilton, and Sharangovich. The final round came to a close when Nico Daws made an amazing save on a shot by Paul Byron, and the home team walked away victorious. Though the Canadiens were able to come back late in the game, the Devils played really well tonight, with the 3 stars of the game being named as Daws, Sharangovich, and Hughes, respectively as 3rd, 2nd, and 1st stars of the game. I will be back in New Jersey this upcoming Saturday for an afternoon game against the Florida Panthers, but until then, for WFUV Sports, I'm Samantha Boer.